When I first learned about this campaign and when I became involved, I was relatively ignorant and I was relatively naive. I was worried that these cuts would hit us in the future, that future children were at risk. But I was wrong. Children are suffering now. Children are being let down now. When drama is removed from a curriculum, a child is let down. When art is removed from a curriculum, a child is let down. When PE is removed from a curriculum, a child is left down. When product design is removed from a curriculum, children are let down. Children are let down and their futures are diminished when they are not offered a wide-ranging curriculum, when they're offered a stagnant pool of academia that won't make individuals, won't make people, will make mere machinations. And that, for me, sickens me, because once in my lifetime, in my relatively short lifetime, schools were a place to learn the lessons of life and not to learn how to pass an exam. Being part of this campaign has opened my eyes, and I've seen some devastating and traumatizing stories from parents of children, from teachers, from children themselves who suffer with learning difficulties or with mental health issues. Story where a child's been refused entry to a school because their education is too expensive. Stories where a school counsellor is being fired because the school doesn't have the funds and they can't be helped. Stories where teachers, on top of added wages, on top of inferior pay, on top of bigger classes, are being told to be mental health professionals as well. What system do we have, and what happens to the welfare state when these children are left behind? For many reasons, it's sad for me to say I'm no longer a student. I can no longer say I'm a pupil of the brilliant teachers my school offered me. I would love to go back to a classroom. I would love to teach drama, or to teach history, or to teach a subject that kids will enjoy and will help them learn. But I'm told no, I'm told it's too much of a risk. So it's unlikely I'll go into a career in teaching. That happens across the country. My mum, she worked hard as a child. She went to a good university because she went hard. She worked for 30 years, instilling a good work ethic, devoting her life to the children of strangers, but ultimately at the end it became too much. At the end, she couldn't work in a system that examines the teacher more than a pupil. A system where there's no support for a teacher. A system where any support is being cut away as quick as possible. And the system is broken. When people like myself, one young person among hundreds across the country, one person like my mother, one teacher among hundreds across the country, are leaving the profession, something is wrong and the system is broken. The system is broken by government that fails to instill hope in young people, that fails to inspire professionals, and is letting your children down. Like that same government that's damaging our NHS, ruining people's futures, and focusing on the few and disregarding the many. I don't care for this government. I don't care for their rhetoric, their lies, their deceit. I don't care if there's more good or outstanding schools, if some schools are asking parents to pay teachers' salaries. I don't care if more money than ever is going into schools, if teachers are being fired from their jobs. That is wrong. This campaign should never have happened. This is about children having enough money for their education, for their school. And we need to sing and chant and march loud enough and long enough for Mrs. May to understand that we're parents, we're mums, we're dads, we're grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, family, and we will not let our children suffer because of your decisions. Thank you very much.